Let's do a few honorable mentions. Here's something I bet you didn't even think I was capable of. I'm going to give kudos to one of the teams I despise the most. And believe it or not, this was so close to making today's mountain. I actually had a version of the mountain with their QB's head on it. But then I remembered the Steelers Cardinals Super Bowl, and that one was just better. This one also had an amazing clutch catch at the end of the game. The first honorable mention, Super Bowl 42, New York Giants 17, New England Patriots 14. Not the flashiest score here, that's relatively low scoring, but there were a few key points and moments making this almost a Rushmore Bowl. The Patriots were looking to close out a perfect season. They went 16-0 in the regular season and were heavily favored going into the game. Tom Brady was undefeated in the Super Bowl at this time, and the Patriots had just narrowly beaten the Giants to finish the perfect regular season a few weeks prior. I'll be honest, I thought Brady and the Pats were just going to shred this Giants team. The Giants were a wild card team with a 10-6 regular season. I expected the bright lights of the Super Bowl to be too much for Eli Manning. Since it didn't make the mountain, I won't break down the whole game. What I will say is I have always credited David Tyree with the best catch in football history. The helmet catch was insane. I know there have been more aesthetically pleasing catches and probably more difficult ones, but this one was in the biggest moment possible, and that multiplies the amazingness of it. Eli Manning was almost whistled down on that play. He was able to escape the clutches of the Patriots D, and it's been debated since then, but I think the officials made the right call not blowing that play dead. Another honorable mention is the first big game to go into overtime, Super Bowl 51. New England Patriots 34, Atlanta Falcons 28. We're all familiar with the Falcons blowing the 28-3 lead. I'm not going to break this down. I'm just going to explain why it doesn't make the mountain. As thrilling as the end of the game was, like I said, the first Super Bowl to go into overtime, at pretty much all points in time, somebody was dominating this game. It wasn't consistently back and forth the way I like to think of a great game being. It was one team dominating the entire time. The dominating team just changed. I'm going to give two more very quickly. Another OT game, Kansas City Chiefs 25, San Francisco 49ers 22 in Super Bowl 58, and Niners again, but a win, 49ers 20, Cincinnati Bengals 16 in Super Bowl 23, the first Super Bowl I ever watched. Not the first Super Bowl I ever watched, excuse me, the first Super Bowl I remember watching. San Fran put up 14 in the fourth quarter after only scoring 6 in the first three quarters to secure Joe Montana's third ring.